My name is Carlton Spence, and there's greatness inside of me. Now, there's nothing special about me that I make that statement. Yeah, I'm driving, y'all. Focus on what I'm saying, not what the video is doing. And, there's nothing great about me. But the God that's inside of me is the greatness inside of me. 1 John 4:4, the B clause, it says, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. But what I realized from writing the book Fearless is that fear and anxiety has crippled me for most of my life, preventing me from stepping into my greatness. And so the book has worked me, even though the book is written to teenagers and parents and young adults. It's written for everybody, really, because all of us deal with fear and anxiety. And it's the thing that the enemy uses to sabotage our destiny, rewrite our story, and give us a narrative where we don't accomplish what God has called us to do and cause us to be crippled. There's people waiting for me to step into my greatness. There's people waiting for you to step into your call and your greatness. But the number one thing I can guarantee you that's holding you back is the fact that your identity's messed up with fear and anxiety, telling you you're not good enough, you're not enough. Who are you? And these are the things that I've heard most of my life, even though God keeps telling me greatness is inside of me, even though God keeps telling me greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So I know this to be true. But in writing this book called Fearless, I'm realizing that the time has come. Rejection has been one of the things, and our apostle, my pastor, and my prophetess, they've been speaking about this, and we've been talking about rejection in our church and how it's at the root of our fear and anxiety. And that's been my story. Being rejected, being unloved, not feeling that I belong has crippled me. But God has used this book to help me to step into areas that I wouldn't normally step into, to do things that I wouldn't normally do. What am I doing? I'm facing the fear. What am I doing? I'm stepping out in faith. What am I doing? I'm telling myself and I'm reminding myself that this is who I am, what God has called me to be. That is greatness. And he's called me to call greatness out of people, and that's what I'm going to do. So be ready to step into this season with me, because we're about to become who God called us to be. We're not allowing fear and anxiety to hold us back anymore. We're not allowing our thoughts. We're not allowing rejection. We're not allowing trauma from childhood. We're not allowing the things that we went through to cripple us anymore. I challenge you today to know that it's not you, but it's the God inside of you. It's not about me. I don't have anything special to give anyone. But man, God is with me. And that's what Moses had to realize, that when God called him, it wasn't about him. It was about God. Moses said, I can't speak. I don't know how to do this. One of the greatest men that ever lived almost missed out on his greatness because of his fear and his anxiety and his worries. God said, hold up, I will be with you. And then it's as if that wasn't enough. He still said, yo, God, nah, send my brother. Isn't it crazy that God could tell us that he's with us, but we're still afraid? I've lived this life. Moses, the greatest, one of the greatest men that ever lived, and I can't seem to shake this, that he was still afraid, even though God said, I'm going to be with you. Because God is not trying to get us to be something that we're not. He knows what he's placed inside of us, but it's for us to know who is with us. That's why I can tell you, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. It's the God inside of me. That's the greatness inside of me. It's not Carlton Spence. It's the God inside of you. That's the greatness inside of you. Is it possible that you're missing out on some of the greatest things that God wants for you because you're afraid? Because you're scared, because of anxiety, because you're worried of what people are going to say, or that you might fail? Listen, failure is just a stepping stone to greatness. Some of the greatest people that live, some of the greatest people, the greatest accomplishments, some of the people that accomplished the greatest things in our world, they did it through multiple failures. None of us get there without failure, but failure is that platform that allows us to step to the next level. There's greatness inside of you. Don't allow fear to hold you back from the destiny that God has called you to. It's in you.